What's going on, guys? It's Luke with DTR, and this, in my opinion, is the best budget smartphone of early 2017. This is the Moto G4. It will run you about $150 for the 32GB model as per Amazon Prime's exclusive, and the first thing that will catch your eye is that stunning 5.5-inch Full HD display. That, coupled with a 3000 mAh battery capable of turbocharging, a headphone jack of course, and a sleek metallic finish design makes this phone enticing from a specs perspective. Popping off the plastic backing reveals the internals, and speaking of the plastic backing, it does not feel very durable, and with a little force it could easily break, and that's not just my gain speaking. But moving on, we see the micro SD and SIM card slots. The phone can handle up to 128GB of external storage, which is great. Rocking a 1.5 GHz octa-core processor as well as 2GB of RAM, it handles multitasking very well as I switch between apps with ease. And despite having a lower Geekbench score than most of your flagship phones, is around $500 cheaper, so that's to be expected. For a lot of users, gaming is critical in choosing their smartphone, and the Adreno 405 GPU does not disappoint. Instead of testing simple games, I went all out with the graphics heavy titles. Bullet Force is an intense FPS game, and the Moto G4 handled it great. I didn't notice any significant drop in frame rate or CPU throttling in my 10 minutes of action. The second game I tested was my personal favorite, NBA Live Mobile. Here I got my boy D-Will in a Bulls jersey, which is really weird, but hey, he's nothing but net, splash! And the graphics look great.
Williams, way downtown.
Bang! And let's not forget about those speakers. They are quite loud and do justice to Aloe Black. I personally prefer minimalistic launchers on Android, and right now, Eevee is my personal favorite. And if you want to see just how bad the Google launcher looks on the Moto G4, feast your eyes on a frankly awful app drawer. And now on the topic of cameras, the front-facing camera is a 5-megapixel f2.2, and it looks decent enough. I mean, it's really useful mostly for Snapchat and ugly selfies. And actually a full video of it will be put onto my channel later, because there's a lot to talk about it, especially the internal and external mic recording. But let's go ahead and shift our focus over to the main camera that we'll be using, which is the rear camera. And the rear camera is a 13-megapixel f2.0, and to be honest, the detail in the shots is good, and depending on the lighting and the setting, it can be really good. Now, I would avoid digital zoom. Now, I'm trying to show it off here in this scene, but really avoid it. It lacks detail, and the images do appear kind of noisy, like this green samurai. Video quality is at 1080p 30 frames per second. However, it does seem like it goes out of focus at times, and the biggest issue with this camera and video is the lack of image stabilization, which means that you basically must not shake your hands at all if you want to take a remotely crisp shot. Now let's get into some of the issues this device faces, starting with Amazon bloatware. Since this is a Prime exclusive device, lock screen ads and other bloatware can be extremely annoying, but there are some methods online that can easily remove these features without having to root your phone. Another issue is that despite a great Android experience on the Moto G4, Android 7.0 Nougat, where are you at though? The update has yet to be pushed to many devices, and frankly at this point Marshmallow is starting to feel a little dated. But my main concern with this device is overheating. So imagine you're sitting there watching videos of all your favorite content creators, or playing, for example like earlier, graphically intensive games for an extended period of time. Well, the Moto G4 suffers from slightly hot areas on the plastic backing, especially in the area where the CPU is located. However, this only happens if you really push the phone well past its typical daily use. Turbocharging also heats up the phone a little bit, so one solution is to potentially get a case for your phone. Other than that, battery life is fantastic on this phone, and it has regularly lasted me a whole day on a single charge. So taking everything into account, especially that low price tag, I can easily say the Moto G4 remains the best budget smartphone of early 2017. Now I'm eagerly awaiting for Mobile World Congress to see the next great budget device. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe for more. Peace guys.